Alright, I'm going to make a curry chicken and roasted vegetables. So, in order to do that, I need to make a spice mixture. So I'm going to use some cardamom. And I'm probably going to use about a tablespoon of cardamom. Then I'm going to use some black salt. About a teaspoon of black salt. I'm going to use some long pepper. You don't have to use long pepper, you can just use regular pepper. But I'm going to add about a teaspoon of long pepper. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of garam masala. I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of turmeric powder. I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of ground coriander. I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of galangal powder, but you can use ginger powder. I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, about a teaspoon of black pepper, about a teaspoon of onion powder, about a teaspoon of mustard powder, and about a teaspoon of cinnamon, about a teaspoon of red chili pepper. I'm going to mix that up. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside for now and move away all the spices. Now I'm going to start getting my vegetables ready in the roasting pan. Alright, I got a head of cauliflower here that I'm going to cut up into small pieces like that and add them to the pan. I've got some frozen carrots that I'm going to add to the pan. That's probably about 4 cups of frozen carrots. I have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 potatoes here. And I'm going to go ahead and add all of them, just cutting them into bite-sized chunks. I have an onion here that I'm going to cut up. Cut it in quarters and cut it into bite-sized pieces. I have some ginger here. I'm going to cut off a big chunk like that. I'm going to just barely peel off the extra skin. I'm going to leave some on there and just trying to get off a little bit. And I'm going to slice it. I'm going to go ahead and use 7 cloves of garlic. And I'm going to coarsely chop this. That's good. And add that to the pan. Now I'm going to add 2 cans of peas and drain them. And now I'm going to add about half of the curry powder. And I'm going to drizzle that with olive oil. And I'm going to take a spoon and just toss that all around. It smells so good. So we'll have some nice roasted vegetables in there with our chicken. I'm going to make a little well for the chicken to sit in. Okay, so here's our chicken. It's a pretty big chicken, probably at least 5 pounds. Take off any feathers that are still on it and pull out the insides. Okay, our chicken's all cleaned up. Now Now add it to the pan. So I'm going to get the oven preheated to 350. And I'm going to start by sprinkling some of the curry powder on the back of the chicken. And rubbing that on the chicken. And I'm going to flip it over and sprinkle some more curry powder on the top of the chicken, the breast side, and rub that into the chicken. Now I'm going to fold up the bird, and then next I'm going to drizzle it with olive oil. Alright, I forgot to hit record, but I basically melted a stick of butter in the microwave and brushed on some butter on the chicken. This is what it's looking like so far. I also spread some butter on the vegetables. And I'm going to set the timer for another 30 minutes. Now I'm going to baste the chicken again and splatter some butter on the veggies. And pop it back in and set the timer for another 30 minutes. Okay, it's time to baste the chicken again. It's looking like it might be almost done. So I'm gonna check the internal temperature. It probably needs to be rotated if it's not done yet. No, I can tell by poking it, it's not done yet. But I'm going to rotate the pan. Baste it again. And close it up. And then I'm going to set the timer again for another 30 minutes. Alright, let's see if this chicken's done yet. Oh, it looks done. We'll take the temperature. The breast is done. The thigh is done. So let's get this out of the oven. Okay, first I'm going to get some of these vegetables. Ooh, those look good. Smell good too. I'm going to go overboard with the vegetables. Now my favorite's the wing, so I'm going to cut off the wing, and that skin is so crispy. Cut off the wing and some breast. And here's the curry roast chicken and vegetables.